Yeah, we need you to go ahead and go to HR.
Huh? How? Hold on, bro. How?
I already knew, bro. I'm probably about to get fired. First jobs. If you know it, you always remember your first one. So, I have a story that I want to go ahead and tell y'all. But before I get into it, what's good, my dogs? If you're new here, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're returning, what's good, my dog? Good to see you again. Make sure y'all go ahead and like that video. And today, what I want to talk to y'all about is the time I almost got fired. So, without further ado, let's talk. The first job that I was working at, it was in that amusement park. Working for this amusement park was definitely amusing, pun intended. Just to give a little backstory about this first job, I was working there for, a really long time, from 2015 to 2020. And every single year, we had a benefit of getting extra tickets every single year. We will be able to give those tickets to like friends, family, or just anybody. The longer you stay, the more tickets you got. And with me being there for about 4 or 5 years, I eventually started to get a lot of tickets. This story takes place in about year 3. Because I was in my senior year. It was 2017 and prom was coming up. So this is pretty much where this story takes place. Around this time, I was already well comfortable with this job, and I was working in the rides department. So I was pretty much kind of connected with everybody that was in the rides. You know what I'm saying? Prom was coming up and I kind of decided to go last minute. So I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go. With that in mind, with me having to kind of get that money last minute, I was like, okay, again, I'm only getting paid minimum wage at the time. Well, probably just a little bit above minimum wage, which wasn't a big difference. So I had to save my money and also come up with some extra money. And around this time, we just got our tickets. So I'm looking at it like, yeah, they gonna have to be gone, dog. When it came to these tickets, we weren't supposed to sell them. We was only supposed to give them away. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it now. I always sold my tickets. There's no way to prove if you gave it to somebody or if you sold it to somebody. It doesn't make a difference. And again, we're making minimum wage, so we gotta do what you gotta do. So around this time, I did have a lot of tickets, and I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. But I had no friends that wanted to go, and honestly, time was ticking. So I was like, hey bro, I'm gonna have to find some way. So I went to plan B. Went to my pops. I was like, hey pop, you know somebody that wants tickets? Nah, but you can think about putting them online. Now I knew that this was risky, but I was like, okay, if I'm smart about it, then I can possibly get away with it. So we went with plan B. We in pretty much in crunch time. So I think I had about maybe 2 weeks until the time came. I already had something planned to get a suit, got suited and everything. All I needed to do was pay for it and, get my ticket. When it came time for planning for this, me and my pops came up with a whole game plan in case stuff went left. If we forgot anything, if we did something wrong, or if we somehow got caught. So like we had to come up with all the bases. First base, we wanted to make sure that when we posted it online, it was not in my name. 2, whenever we went to go sell the tickets, I wasn't there. 3, if all else fails, deny. Because at the end of the day, they can't prove that I'm the one actually selling it unless they have proof. So that's exactly what we did. We put it online and it did end up getting sold. It literally took no time. It probably took about like 2 days, and then we sold the ticket. We sold the tickets. We already did plan 1 and 2. Steps 1 and 2. Did not put my name on it. I'm not gonna go ahead and meet with the people. And if all else fails, deny. The day of the sale comes, my pops go ahead and meets up with the people to go ahead and sell the tickets, which he does, and perhaps ends up being the day that they're going and the day that I'm working. I get to the ride and I'm doing my normal checks. I'm go ahead and setting up the stuff. We got to get water for the day, stuff like that, just because we need the water. We got to be hydrated because we got to be outside all day and it's hot. And we're sitting there setting up and everything. Next thing you know, we get a call. My lead at the time was like, hey, somebody on the phone, go ahead and pick up. They wanted to talk to you. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I had to go ahead and pick up the phone. When I pick up the phone, my supervisor at the time, they were like,
yeah, we need you to go ahead and go to HR.
Huh? How? Hold on, bro. How?
I already knew, bro, I'm probably about to get fired. Bro, I forgot something. Something happened.
Ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Going through all the things that I possibly forgot, because immediately it's the day I sell the tickets and somehow I gotta go to HR.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Bro, something clearly went wrong. Something went wrong in the plan, and I just don't know what it is yet. As I'm sitting here trying not to panic and I know what it's for, I play clueless.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, I gotta go to HR for what? They just like, hey, look, I don't know, but just keep me posted. But I'm gonna have to send somebody over there to cover you while you in there in case.
Okay, we are cooked. Yep, we are absolutely cooked, chat. GG.
So clearly they're planning on me not coming back. Bro, they know something, bro. They know something. It's something.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
As I'm walking to HR, I'm low-key panicking at this time, but plan C is in effect. So whatever happens, deny. So as I'm walking through the park, I'm texting my pops and I'm like, hey, I think they found out. So if I need you, are you gonna be free? Because I might have to call you to save me.
Help me!
Technically, what I did was the truth.
So that was a f***ing lie.
I mean, hey, look, we just go with it. We trying to ride. We got this in effect because I have an alibi. They didn't see me. My name wasn't on it, and I'm about to deny. I'm about to play stupid. Once I pretty much got my backup plan in there, my dad, he was already pretty much just ready to go. I get up to HR and they put me at this table. They was like, hey, yeah, we gotta take you to the back. And I was like, oh, okay. And then so I sit down and I'm just like, so is everything okay? And it was like, yeah, everything's okay. But we had some concerns because we was able to see something. Can you explain this?
Got your ass.
They had a picture of the listing printed out and they put it on the table.
Okay, we are cooked.
Was what I thought, but again, deny. When they put it down and I look at it, I was just looking at it like this. Interesting. After I put it down, I was just like, I don't know how that got online. I literally gave it away like a few days ago. Then they decided to ask me. It was like, yeah, so did you know that they were sold? I was like, no, like, bro, this is my first time hearing. I never had this issue. I would just give it to like friends and family or whatever. And you know, this time I gave it to my dad, and he was supposed to be going with some of his friends and his coworkers or whatever, but I guess they didn't go because clearly he put it on there. So, and the reason why I had to sit there and say it like that was because, again, the listing was in his name. So if I lied, that would have been my ass.
That was a f***ing lie.
We already had this in the plan in case stuff went left. When I had seen it, the picture, I had realized that I never scratched out that barcode because that's how they was able to track it and know that it went back to me.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Bro, I didn't know. I thought I covered all the bases, but I guess not. Well, clearly not. At this point, kind of, you know, I'm trying to shoot into the dark here because at this point, I know that anything that I have nothing to lose at this point. Knowing that I'm probably about to get fired, even though I had that all in my head. I said, yo, now that I'm already in here, they're already about to pack me up and, you know, put the fries in the bag. Like, I'm gone. They was like, did you make it aware that he couldn't sell these tickets? And I said no, because I thought he was gonna go. I'm not responsible for anybody that has these tickets. So technically, if they want to sell it and I just give it to him, why I gotta get in trouble for that? I was like, hey, you know, I can call my dad, you know, just to clear things up if that can help, you know, my case, because I don't want to lose my job. So we already had that plan already in motion, so we good, we locked in. And they was like, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and get his side of the story. We call my dad, and he answers. He's like, hey, what's up, son? I said, hey,
Help me, nigga.
you remember them tickets I gave you? What happened to them? Because they got me at HR right now, and they claiming that it was sold. He's like, oh, what? I didn't know I wasn't supposed to. I couldn't sell it because, you know, you gave it to me. I thought we were going, but then plans end up changing last minute, so I decided to just get rid of them and sell them. And so that's when the HR guy, he ended up interjecting and basically was like, yeah, so from here on out, if you get the tickets, if he's able to get more tickets, then you won't be able to sell it, and we have to make sure that you know that. And he was like, okay, cool, I got you, that was my bad.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP.
So after all that was done, bro, we ended up kind of just going through. They had me sitting in the room for a few minutes, you know, they had to ask me a couple more questions, but then came time for the decision. I got suspended pending termination, bro. As soon as I left, bro, my phone started blowing up. The story about me getting suspended got spread like wildfire within like 3 minutes. My manager texted me, my team texted me. It was just, bro, it was all asking me what happened. And to cover the bases, in case I'm still not fired, I ran along with the same story that I told HR. And if one of my coworkers is watching this today, yes, bro, I sold them tickets, and I know y'all sold them tickets. If you telling me that y'all did not sell them tickets,
That was a lie.
come on, bro. Just tell me the truth. Just tell me the truth. I ended up getting my money from my pops, but he was like, hey, so maybe you should hold on to it in case you ain't gonna be able to get back. And I was like, at this point, it's whatever, bro.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
I'ma just say I'm getting it back. I just went on ahead and did what I had to do with that. So, you know, I'd be able to go to prom. You know, after the dust settled, I think it was about maybe 2 or 3 days before the next weekend popped up, I ended up getting a phone call about my decision. And they was like, hey, we're not gonna terminate you, we're just gonna have you suspended, you can come back next weekend. With that being said, that is it. That was the story of me almost getting fired. I do appreciate y'all rocking out with me. Make sure y'all go ahead and like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. With that being said, we out, my dog. See you later.